Hey, there you are. Hey, come on in, let's visit. I've been looking for you. I'm so excited that you have joined me today. I am going to talk about an individual that a lot of people through the years have come to know him because of what is known as Yogi-isms. I'm talking about Yogi Berra. It was spring training, I believe well, I hate to say what year, but I believe it was 61. Um, I was in my first year of spring training with the Cardinals, St. Louis Cardinals, and the New York Yankees also spring trained in St. Petersburg. We both were in St. Pete. The Yankees were out on the beach, and we were downtown at what they call Al Lang Field, and they were at Miller Huggins Field, where they did their workouts for spring training. Well, it just happened to be a day when I had the afternoon off. I wasn't scheduled to pitch, and so decided to go to the golf course. And I, I was joined by Hal Smith, who was a catcher, also had the afternoon off. And we go out to the St. Petersburg Country Club and happened to run into Yogi Berra and Ralph Terry with the Yankees. Joe DiMaggio also was there, but he was scheduled to play with another group. So we decided to join with Ralph and Yogi to form a foursome and to play around the golf. And Ralph Terry, I must tell you, the previous year had given up a home run to Bill Mazeroski that was what was called a shot heard around the world. Well, it was a home run heard around the world because the Pirates upset the Yankees in the World Series. So here we were in spring training the next year. And Ralph Terry was a really good golfer. In fact, after his baseball career ended, he went on to play on the Pro Golf Tour. Well, we're doing okay, but there's one thing that was very strategic about the country club at St. Petersburg. They had a pine tree or two would be strategically placed in the fairway. And so you had to be careful of playing behind those trees. Well, on the sixth hole, Ralph Terry happened to be behind one of the trees. And man, he played a beautiful 6-iron shot up around the tree onto the green. Beautiful shot. Well, I guess we're doing okay. I mean, for ball players had a history of playing like gorillas. That is, they hit the ball just as hard as they could every shot. Well, on the 13th hole, Yogi is behind maybe 20 or 25 feet behind a tree. And he pulls out a 3-wood and he says, hey guys, watch this. Well, he hit the ball and the ball hit the tree and it bounced back and hit him right on the top of his forehead, knocked his cap off. And I'm not sure the ball didn't go 100 yards the other way. But for the funny thing, he never rubbed that. He had a big old knot popped up there, but he never rubbed it. And he had his hat kind of setting up on that knot. I never forget. Through the years, there have been a lot of what has been known as Yogi-isms. Yogi had a very unique way of describing things. In fact, when we all decided to go to dinner, and someone, I think Smitty, recommended we go to Marston's Cafeteria. And Yogi said, I've never heard of that. But we head down toward Marston's and we get there, and they had a line of folks out the door. And Yogi says, well, no reason I've never heard about this place. It's too crowded. Well, at any rate, he has been noted through the years for his Yogi-isms. And I wanted to share 4 or 5 with you today. And they make sense to you, okay? Well, I will add what my commentary may be to the saying itself. The first one says, some may say you can't do it, but that doesn't always work. Isn't that true? Sometimes we fail to make an effort because someone tells us, hey, you can't do that. You can't do that. You don't have the expertise. You don't have the backing. You don't have the knowledge to be able to accomplish that. So why even try? Well, the one thing I would suggest is this: listen to your heart. I met a young lady years ago, and she had attended one of my seminars, and she had told me that she didn't enjoy doing what she was doing. In fact, she was in the family business as a lawyer. There was a whole string of attorneys. And I only remember her first name as Molly. And Molly told me or asked me, says, Mr. Lou, what would you do? And I'll tell her, like I'll tell you, listen to your heart. Your heart will tell you where you need to go and what you need to do. And she left the family firm, and boy, were they shocked. And she formed her own business that became a multinational business over the years. So never let "if I had only" be your hallmark. Do it. And the second thing I want to share with you is doing little things can make you big. That is a Yogi-ism. Doing little things can make you big. And I think in terms of the fact that the little difference that can make the big difference in being successful in almost anything you do is having the attitude you take toward the little things. Being attentive to little things means believing that big results can often come through a sustained and persistent effort in the areas that lesser performers overlook or take for granted. Great progress is built on doing the little things you may have spent doing very little in the past. But you think about the little things, the things that can make a difference in you being able to rise to the top. So as I like to say it, to rise to the top, take care of things at the bottom. The third thing of Yogi-ism I want to share with you is life is a learning experience, only if you learn. Now think about that. It's strange how much we have to know before we know how little we know. Right? Well, that's true. We have to, life is a very persistent laboratory, very persistent. It keeps repeating the same lesson until we learn it. So the saying, you can't teach an old dog new tricks, may be true of dogs, but it's not of human beings. Learning is an all the time thing, not a some of the time thing. It goes on for a lifetime. So among the few things more expensive than an education in these days and this age is a lack of one. Learn. Keep learning. It goes on for a lifetime. Now, the next three are probably the ones that people have heard the most. And the first one of those three is when you come to the fork in the road, take it. Now think about that. You got to be decisive. The worst decision is no decision. There's nothing more miserable than being habitually indecisive. So decide not to decide means that you've decided already. Be decisive. It's far better to make a decision and have a chance to get something done than to fail to make a decision and get nothing done. When you have confidence in your ability to make decisions, you give yourself a chance to assume a higher position at anything you do. The fifth Yogi-ism is you can see a lot by listening. Think about that. You can see a lot by listening. I'm not sure what Yogi had in mind or what the situation was when he made that statement, but I can share this with you. We can see a lot by watching and listening to others. There's nothing we do that learning from others would not help us do better. That makes example one of the greatest teachers of skills and techniques, provided that we're a really good student. So listen, analyze, evaluate, and learn from what you see and hear. Mark it well in life. More is caught than is taught. Think about that. Others would rather see an example than being told to listen one any day. But walking with them is more ample than merely telling them the way. It is evidently true that what we see means more than what we hear, and whatever we're asked to be by example is made plainly clear. And the last one I want to share with you is the most popular yoga-ism of all. It has been repeated time and time again. And it goes like this: it ain't over till it's over. Well, what do you think about that? You know, a real factor in success is the ability to hang on where others tend to let go. A more significant factor is the ability to hang on when we want to let go. I want to read that one again. A real factor in success is the ability to hang on where others tend to let go. A more significant factor is the ability to hang on when we want to let go. Great challenges and opposition allows our inner qualities to shine, which we may have never known that we had otherwise. These challenges give us a chance to see what we're made of. They give us a chance to stand up and be counted when the counting counts. Remember the old adage, when the going gets tough, the tough get going? There's a better one. When the going gets tough, the tough are already going. So when you're facing tough opposition and want to give in, be reminded that winners don't quit and quitters don't win. I'm Lou Vickery. My brand is a wise word. I am noted as the voice of generational wisdom. I am the author of 24 books. You can find me at awiseword.life/library. Check it out. And until we meet again, you keep a smile on your face, keep happiness in your heart, and keep optimism on your tongue. See you again soon.